say?
Yeah, the small guard essentials to survival. You brought up the quote. I was going to bring it up too. It's never been easier to make it to the NBA, and it's never been harder to stay. Love
Yeah.
that. We had texted about this briefly earlier in the week. There's some talented small guards. What's a small guard? Let's say 6'2" or under in
Hmm.
college right now, making noise. And those guys are easy to point out. They have the ball in their hands. They're scoring
Yeah.
points. They're getting assists. They're the catalyst of the team's success. And, I wanted to break down with you, what are the small guard essentials to survival? So we kind of talked about, on the court, off the court, what allows guys to stick. But small guard specific.
Guards, guards, 6'1" or under, or like you say, 6'2" or under, who are going to make it at the NBA. Three things have to happen first. They got to be able to shoot the ball. They got to be able to handle the ball and play at the pace of the NBA game. And they got to at least be able to defend their position. Those are the things. If they cannot do those from every NBA coach or me being on, with the Sixers, like they don't have a freaking chance. Because when you're a second or third string point guard, you got to be able to make a shot. You got to be able to handle it and push the pace and throw it to the guys who are making way more money than you, $20 million to $50 million a year guys. And then you got to be able to defend your position. So freaking important. Those are absolutes. I'm going to change my camera. I don't know, if everyone could see this, but like the guy, Tim Frazier, right here, who's 6'1", undrafted, ultimate example of our formula, our training. I've got to work with him. He speaks to the kids at camp. He could push the pace. He could defend. He could make a freaking shot. Just good enough. And that dude played like 7 or 8 years in the league and just kept getting cut and getting a job and got cut and got a job. He is the ultimate example. Played in the Big Ten at Penn State, doubted, underrated, figured it out in the G League. But here's the other part. If you're a 6'1" guy, you better be likable. The coaches better like you. The players better like you. The team better like you. I remember I said the first couple of years it was crazy. I think Patty Mills was in Portland. And I'm like, that dude gets paid. And I used to tell Dame, because I think he went to the league before Dame did. I go, he gets paid like $1.5 million to be a cheerleader. And he don't care. And then what did he become? He went from third string to backup. And Patty Mills is like 5'10" on a good day. I don't care what they list him at. But what could Patty do? He played at St. Mary's. He could handle and pass. He could push the pace. He could make a shot, and he could defend. Like, even though he's smaller, he'd pick that guy up, pressure, and defend. But people loved Patty. Here's a great compliment to Tim Frazier. Everywhere he went, the star of the team loved him. He was in freaking Anthony Davis's wedding. He's still one of Dame Lillard's best friends because he was a great dude. He was a great locker room guy. And it took humility and awareness to get there. Tim was just such a good dude. He still does it to this day. Jacob, this is crazy. And this will probably give you goosebumps. It's unbelievable. I'll be working out Dame at camp or whatever. Tim will jump in with us. Tim's workout's over. He'll jump out there and he'll rebound for the next guy. He did it for young guys at Formula Zero. These guys like Darren Peterson, Jalil Bethia, Ian Jackson. Tim Frazier will get out there and just help rebound. Just a good freaking teammate, a guy people want to be around. They say thank you. They look you in the eye. These 6'1" guys, they look you in the eye and they shake your hand. They are never late. They never miss a day. And it sounds so cliche, but they're the first ones there, the last ones to leave. Guys, they don't leave. They live there. They'll work out with the best player. They'll do their workout. And then when the defensive coach needs someone to do a walkthrough with the starter who's not playing right now just to get him reps, then they'll go do the walkthrough with him. That's how you make it as a backup guard in the NBA. That's why Tim Frazier, we call it the Tim Frazier shirt we give away at camp. You can either find a way or find an excuse. We have it on a wristband. Those 6'1" guards, they find a way. They never find an excuse. We had a question last night in our mentorship group. One of the kids, top player, high major school. He asked Dame, he goes, what do you do when the situation's not built for you to succeed? And it was an unbelievable answer. And Tim Frazier would probably answer this the same way. He goes, first of all, My mentality is I would never see a situation built for me not to succeed. I might have to change my definition of success. I might not just start or get to play a ton, but it's not going to be that I can't succeed. And you came up with that mindset probably because of the people around you, what they're telling you and what you're hearing. So you got to shift your mindset first. So when you look at these guards, they're going in there and they're saying, hey, I'm going to find a way. I'm not going to find an excuse. Like, oh, man, Doc Rivers doesn't like me. Mark Dagnall doesn't like me. Or, oh, they don't like small guard. That stuff ain't even going through their heads. They're going to say, I'm going to check every box and do every single thing this coach is asking me to do so I could wear that freaking jersey. The part people miss now, and I love it. There's some of you 6-foot dudes listening on this podcast right now, like, I'm a dog, I could do it. If you can't shoot, sorry, pal, you'll be a backup in the G League. If you can't at least pressure the ball and defend your position for 3 or 4 minutes, they just bully you. Sorry, pal, you're going to be a backup in Spain. So probably not even Spain, Germany. I don't know. If you can't take care of the ball, not turn it over, or like I always tell guys, and I'll close on this. You want to be a guy that makes it. If you're a $500,000 two-way guy and you're 6'1", or you're a $1.5 million, $2 million minimum guy and you're 6'1", you need to throw the ball to the guy who's making a lot more than you. And if you do that, you'll have a chance. So, hey, this is stuff we talk about in the pre-draft process. This is stuff we talk about Formula Zero. This is stuff we talk about with our clients with Driven. Man, I'm grateful you asked. I love what you're doing. I hope I gave some stuff that's going to impact the next generation of players, trainers, and coaches. But yeah, thank you, man. So, sorry for going so long with that.